Hi, welcome to this week's video. Today we're going to be working on the Flaperons and I'll show you the progress that I've made to date. Okay, so the first things I've actually made are made with the end templates. So you can see the hinge bolt goes through the end. I put the reinforcement strips on. They're made out of 3mm plan with ply with 8mm cap strips. And you can see there's a single rivet lug or rivet plate. In the centre section there's another one which is slightly smaller that goes through the leading edge, and this one here is the one that goes on the inboard side of the Flaperon. So you can see there I've screwed in the rivet lugs or whatever they're called, and on this side you've got the hole here which is where the Flaperon is controlled by, and then this hinge mechanism or bush here which goes into a tube in the Flaperon mechanism as well. I've also cut 8 strips of 0.8mm ply, and I'm about to scarf them together just to make the Flaperons themselves. I have also scarfed together 2 pieces of 1mm ply, and I put 5mm capping strips up and down the front and back, put a reinforcement strip here and cut in the hole. This is where one of the hinge areas goes, and I've also taken out a section at the end and at the other end as well. So basically that will sit on the very front of the Flaperon, and then the spars will come on the back of that. Here's the plan of what you just looked at. So there's the Flaperon itself, and there's the end spar. They're the foam spars which I've got the centre section here and the inner section which we just looked at. One thing I need to do as well is chamfer the correct angle on the leading section, which is what we looked at before. That's going to be fun because it's such a long piece to do. Just try and get that accurate, it's going to be pretty hard, but what I think I'll do is I'll just make a bit of a template just so I can keep checking along that it's the correct angle. So little update, so as you can see I've joined the 2 skins together using a scarf joint. That's set overnight. I've got the pink ribs out which are for the Flaperon itself. I'm going to attach those to the leading edge spar, which you can see one's already kind of just held in place, just sort of squeezed in there. There's 15 to glue all the way along. I've marked out where each of them need to go, so I'll glue them in place. That will just make it a bit more rigid when I actually come to sort of glue everything together. I've also got the end caps as well, which need to get glued in place. But yeah, I'll show you what that looks like when that's all glued together. Right, so here's the Flaperon, all kind of glued up. I still need to put in the centre section, and there's also a rib on the front which you need to align with the 2 end pieces. You need to use a piece of string. I've stuck the cap strip on the back, trimmed the back to shape, and now I need to put the top on just for size. Then I'm going to do some varnishing, glue in the centre, and then stick it all together. Okay, so I've attached the centre spar, and that's kind of goes through the hole in the front spar. I've aligned it all. I've also put the, if you can see it, string in front, just to make sure that there's one kind of aligned axis. So here we have the first layer of varnish applied to the top skin and also inside. Pretty sick of varnishing now, so when this dries tomorrow I'll put another coat on, let that dry, and then eventually stick it together, hopefully. So here we have the top surface now fitted. Almost a bit of a shame. I mean, you spend all that time making something that looks really nice inside, and then when you put the top on, it looks like you just stuck two bits of wood together. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with the way that's came out for me. It's nice and straight. Don't know if you can see on there. I need to go along the back edge and fill it with dry micro.